This is NewsBreak26 in Southwest New Brunswick. I'm Vicki Hogarth. Here's what's happening in our part of the world. Maine Governor Janet Mills was in Fredericton on Tuesday to meet with Premier Susan Holt, hoping to reassure Canadians that Maine remains a welcoming neighbor. The visit comes amid ongoing strain in U.S.-Canada relations due in large part to the global trade war, which has resulted in a sharp drop in tourism for Maine. 85,000 fewer Canadians crossed into the state this May compared to the same time last year. CHCO's Aidan Raynor was in the province's capital and spoke one-on-one with the governor.
I encourage Maine people to go to New Brunswick as well and enjoy Campbell and Grand Manan and St. Andrews, St. John and Fredericton. These are beautiful places too. So I want to maintain the spirit of cooperation.
Aidan will have more to come later this week on This Week Uncut and in the Courier. But even as Governor Mills works to preserve cross-border ties, many Canadians are choosing to explore more of what's right here at home. And that includes seeing Charlotte County from a whole new perspective. Here's CHCO's Lukas Kohler with more.
A new business in Charlotte County is giving visitors and residents the chance to take in the region's world-famous coastline from above, offering a fresh tourism draw for southwestern New Brunswick. Flying to Sea helicopter tours, launched this month by Bayside resident Ron Fournier, is now operating sightseeing flights from the St. Stephen Airport, a facility that Fournier says is an underused gem of the region and is ideal for tourism operations like this. Tours are flown in a Bell 206 Long Ranger, a turbine helicopter known for its strong safety record. The aircraft seats up to 5 adults and 1 child, each equipped with a personal headset. The company's signature offering, the St. Andrews by the Sea Bliss Tour, is a 15 to 18-minute flight that gives passengers aerial views of the Passamaquoddy Bay, Ministers Island, Navy Island, and the historic St. Andrews, including the Algonquin Resort and waterfront. CHCO joined Fournier for a flight under clear skies, where the St. Andrews Peninsula and the surrounding islands were on full display. It's a rare chance to see the shape and scope of the region's geography and heritage sites in a single view. Fournier, a licensed commercial pilot, says that the idea for a helicopter tour business in Charlotte County had been on his mind since he moved to the area 3 years ago. With a strong tourism season expected and more Canadians vacationing closer to home, he felt that this summer was the right time to take off.
Ironically, I've done a lot of flying in the mountains in BC, I've done a lot of flying in Vancouver Island, and I can tell you without a doubt that Charlotte County will rival any one of those two. The bays, the roads, the tides, the homes, and the tidiness of the properties and what you can see. There's 4 or 5 lighthouses, which we're actually communicating with so we can land right at their helipads.
Flying to Sea is also engaging in the local community through ticket raffles supporting the Charlotte County SPCA and contests for tourism and hospitality workers to win free flights, which you can find on the company's Facebook page. In a place where land meets sea, sometimes the best way to understand it is from the air. Charlotte County's story looks different from above, but it's one worth seeing from every angle. Because the coastlines which we think we know take on a new meaning when seen from the sky.
You can now book a helicopter tour for yourself. Lukas Kohler, CHCO-TV in a helicopter.
Thanks, Lukas. St. Andrews waterfront was filled with music, culture, and community spirit on Saturday as the Beskodomagati Nation at Schoodic and the town of St. Andrews hosted a vibrant celebration in Market Square to mark National Indigenous Peoples Day. The local event, funded in part by Heritage Canada, followed a sunrise and water ceremony held at the point and continued throughout the morning and afternoon, where visitors had the opportunity to connect with First Nations knowledge keepers, artisans, and performers. Traditional drumming and dancing were center stage, while vendors shared stories, handmade crafts, and teachings. Free lobster rolls were given out to attendees, many of whom stayed for hours to listen, learn, and take part in the celebration. Acting Mayor Kate Akagi, who made history earlier this month when she was appointed the first Indigenous mayor of St. Andrews, was thrilled to see so many residents and visitors alike partaking in the festivities.
they can come and they can talk to any of the Indigenous people, find out about their culture, because we're not just Beskotomakatis here. There are Mi'kmaq and there are Wolastoqey or Maliseet people here as well. So they're getting the three cultures of the province of New Brunswick, because that's what started our province of New Brunswick, were the three cultures.
The atmosphere was celebratory but grounded in a deeper purpose of the day, to give Canadians not just a day to reflect, but an opportunity to actively participate and honor history by being engaged in the present while looking ahead to the future we're building together. That's all the news I have for you. For more stories and online exclusives, visit CHCO-TV and the Courier online at CHCO.TV.
A news and public affairs production of CHCO-TV, New Brunswick's only source for independent community television.